Episode 124, The Wellness Show. Today, I take you behind the scenes of the 2018 Mike Murphy 90-Day Health and Wellness project that I am working on, and you are listening to episode 124 of Mike Murphy Unplugged. Learn, create, move forward. I am your host, Mike Murphy. I'm a one-man band. I'm a technology junkie. I love helping people figure things out, and I am really excited to be here with you today. The goal of Mike Murphy Unplugged, it is to help you learn what you need to know in order to create online content so you can move forward in business and in life. In today's episode 124, I pull back the curtain, let you in on a collaboration project that I created to help a local business with their content marketing and help myself improve my physical and mental health. I appropriately refer to it as the 2018 Health and Wellness Project. This episode is going to include an overview of the project, my personal goals at the start of the project, my business goals for the client, my content strategy and approach, and the tools and resources used to document the project. To keep the body in good health is a duty. Otherwise, we shall not be able to keep our mind strong and clear. Buddha. First, a little side rant and background. There is no doubt in my mind that the secret to success in business and happiness in life is health, both physically and mentally. Don't you feel good when you are lean or lose a few pounds, or your nagging back stops hurting for a minute, or you take a vacation and free your mind from the constant social media dings or work-related stress? Yet it seems like we are taught from the first day of school, straight through college, that we must work really hard to get good grades so we can get a good job, so we can be successful in business. Art class, music, home ec, drama, gym class. Those were secondary. They were not as important as studying hard and learning algebra and chemistry. The irony is, when you are physically and mentally in shape, opportunities seem to be everywhere, and it all seems so much easier and more enjoyable, but we are not taught that from an early age. No matter how much we know or realize the importance of good diet and exercise and mental relaxation and creativity, why does it always seem to take a back seat to work or everyday busyness? Is it simply because exercise and diet requires discipline and hard work? Maybe, but I think it all boils down to your priorities, your routines, and your habits, and making health and happiness a priority and a habit, something you do automatically. Whenever people ask for my help online, it's usually the same thing. They are struggling with something, they know they want to get better, they want to start something, but they don't know where to begin. And as condescending as it may seem, the simple answer is you just have to start somewhere and realize nobody is going to do it for you. Before I go into detail about the 2018 Health and Wellness Project, I think it will be helpful for you to know the status of my exercise, diet, and health game before going into the project. I am 48 years old. I have always been active and health conscious, but I am not getting any younger, and there is nothing resembling six packs in my ab area. I have back issues due to a lifetime of bad posture, and when my back acts up, I sometimes have trouble breathing. I don't like that feeling at all. I ride my bike every morning and afternoon for a total of about 15 to 20 miles per day, and I try to get in at least 5 miles a day of walking. I eat healthy, mostly because I like healthy and light food, and I cannot remember the last time that I had fast food or anything deep fried. I love New York style pizza, I love Ben & Jerry's Cherry Garcia, but I have not eaten either in years, and have never been much of a meat eater. I could easily go vegetarian, as I have done in the past. I do eat chicken and fish. I see myself more of a laid-back exerciser, health-conscious person. I'm often in pain with my back or headache sometimes, and the stomach area is getting pretty soft. And I feel stressed, even though I am a master of ignoring stress. Here's the deal. I am a fixer. I am relentless at getting better at everything I do for my business and in life. I am on this journey to create a life that not only brings me financial freedom, but more importantly, I want to be happy and enjoy life on my terms. There is no doubt in my mind, if I elevate my physical and mental health to an optimal state and continue strengthening my content creation and education skills, I will be a force to reckon with, and in my eyes, unstoppable. Think about those days when maybe you got some good news, or you got a new client, or you were just in a really good mood. And have you ever noticed how differently people respond to you walking down the street, or at the coffee shop or the grocery store. People are naturally attracted to confidence and want to do business with others who have positive energy and a skip in their step, if you will. And that's what being in good physical and mental health brings. I want more of that. Don't you? And a perfect time for an overused quote. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Okay, on to the 2018 Mike Murphy Health and Wellness Project. I am always about the win-win situation, and this is how I view this project. I have been consulting and helping a local indoor cycling/spinning studio with their content marketing strategy and social media presence to generate more local business and promote their brand as the best place in town to improve physical and mental health through exercise, empowerment, confidence, and positive vibes. And for those of you who are not familiar with the term spinning, a spin class is basically a high-intensity cycling workout. You do it on a stationary bike, and there's a flywheel that you adjust to increase tension or decrease tension so you can simulate going up hills and down hills like you would on a regular bike. There is really loud music playing, it's dark, there's colored lights flashing, making you feel like you're at a concert or maybe a roller skating rink for some of you. And the instructor is at the front of the room barking out orders for what to do next, trying to keep you positive and motivated. So far, it's exactly as expected. Brutally hard. I came up with the idea that I would begin an exercise program at the studio and capture it all from start to finish and share the content and ideas for how to use the content to up their online presence and bring more clients through their door. I have never tried spinning, and quite honestly, I was a little nervous, as high-intensity cardio workouts have never been too appealing for me, but I was willing to give it a shot. The project is for 90 days. It ends on April 15th, 2018. In that period, I will document the experience and the transformation in audio, video, and text format and share the journey online on my social media channels, mostly Instagram stories, and in this podcast, and eventually on YouTube and live streams. The content I will create will simultaneously promote my personal brand and serve as a case study and proof of transformation for the cycling studio for them to target prospective clients who want to get in better shape physically or mentally or find balance in their busy working and family life. I am essentially the crash test dummy to prove that their classes work. And if people can relate to my situation and see proof of what happened to me, then they will naturally want to use that studio so they can have the same results for themselves. Get it? My personal goals. Develop a solid early morning routine to make me more productive all day. To achieve positive mindset, happiness, and feeling good about myself and everything I'm doing. Leaner and stronger upper body. Less pain in back. Better breathing cardio. Natural high energy and focus. Stronger personal brand as a result of inspiring and encouraging others to be the best they can be at their craft and in their personal life. My goals for the client. Win-win is very important to me. I want them to feel like they got value from this project. Also to help them generate local buzz and increase clients. Help them bring a spotlight to the characteristics that attracted me that I think makes them so different. And that is their high energy and their over-the-top positivity. I also want to show them simple and innovative ways that they can create and distribute content so they can give their current and prospective clients the best experience possible by educating their clients and their website visitors on the benefits of taking classes at their studio. Up their online game is my essential goal. Okay, so the 2018 Health and Wellness Project is me getting healthier, both in body and in mind, and documenting and sharing the journey along the way. I am doing that right now in case you did not realize the meta moment. My content strategy and approach. I did not want this to be complicated or hard to maintain, or else I knew that I would not be able to keep up, and I did not want to set unrealistic expectations for myself or the client. They share the same sentiments, and we agreed to just start and see how it evolved. I know that it's going to get better and it's going to improve as I get further into it, and I wanted to be okay with that. My strategy is to capture video every day I go to class and take my Instagram story viewers along with me and use the video footage to create small clips that I will share on Instagram, Facebook, and wherever else is possible. I am also thinking I will be able to create good written content for Medium.com and Facebook that will serve as inspirational and motivational content. Writing for me is a very effective way to force me to reflect on the experience and verbalize the why and what I am doing. And once I put it out there, it then generates ideas to have companion pieces of videos that I can share with the client or to use to promote my own business and personal brand. I have this vision of creating a blueprint or a template of my processes and steps that I am taking to create the life that I want online and in business. And I see my wellness plan as a big part of my focus in everything I do. So this project is going to provide me with the content I need to write that chapter. My strategy for the client is for me to trust my own instincts and gut, as I normally do, and help them by giving my unique observation and perspective of ways that they can create interesting and unique content to solve problems or to get people excited or motivated to use their studio. For example, I observed 2 people on the first day who came in and said that they got lost, and I was told this happens all the time. I got lost. I suggested the studio brainstorm a list of 100 things that seem so simple and obvious to them that they do every day, but maybe not to a first-timer or someone who might be too shy to ask silly questions, and to create Q&As and do live streams covering the basics of their business. Hours, location, what kind of shoes should they wear? Do they need to bring a water bottle? Can they buy things at the studio? The basics and fundamentals are really powerful marketing tools, and I pay attention to the details. So my strategy is to make them aware of the unobvious things that make good and helpful content. And it also makes raving fans of their clients. So my main strategy really is just to capture each day in little bits of video footage and written word and create many pieces of content along the way that I will tag them in posts or cross-promote when it makes sense and provide guidance and insights as I see fit. And finally, the tools and resources that I will be using. I am keeping this really basic. I am primarily using a GoPro Hero 4 and my iPhone for video. The benefit of using GoPros is that they keep everything in focus, and there is a wide angle so you can capture everything in focus and not have to worry about missing the shot. The iPhone takes excellent video and photos. I'm also tagging the cycling studios so they can use it for their audience, and I'm using the GoPro for all the B-roll footage, and I have it propped up on my bike to record my agonizing gestures while on the bike. I do have future plans to record more formal talking head videos with a little higher production value and audio where I really explain the project and why I think it's important for me personally and for my business. I will likely use my iPhone for these videos, but I will use external mics and better lighting, and I'll probably do those out on the beach. I see most of the footage being very raw, but I also want to mix in some live streaming and some of these one-on-one talking head videos. So that is it in a nutshell. The 2018 Mike Murphy Health and Wellness Content Creation and Consulting Project. The road to happiness and success is not possible without being physically and mentally strong, and all it takes is making the effort to show up and start. Wake up 5 minutes earlier. Walk an extra half mile every day. Try a free meditation app. See if it helps. Cut down on sweets or snacks if that is your thing. This project is not about me preaching on how you need to do this or do that or how great I am for working out or taking action. I am doing this for me. I am working hard at everything to fire on all cylinders. If I elevate my physical and mental health, my clients and my work will reap the benefits too. It's all connected, and nothing is guaranteed or owed to us just because we work hard. You have to want it really bad and make it happen any way you can. I recognized that I was letting work take priority of my health, and I saw the future me looking really stressed and working harder on making videos and trying to generate business and letting my exercise and health suffer in the process. I knew I had to put the brakes on soon. I was staying up later and later. I was sleeping less, and then as soon as I woke up, I would go right to the computer, where sometimes 4 or 5 hours would go by and I wouldn't even realize it. I'd go take a bike ride or a walk, but I would always cut those in half, or I didn't enjoy them as much as I used to when I was up at 4 or 5 a.m. regularly, ready to go. Mornings have always been my strongest time of the day, but lately I've been just playing catch up and always feel like I'm behind and trying to make up time. I needed to shift and adjust my habits, my priorities, and my routines so I could take more control of the day. Hard work is required for all of us, but it's going to be all for nothing if you do not put the most effort into your health and well-being. Today's episode is to be continued, as I do not know how the story ends, but now you know how it started. Is there something you really want to do or an aspect of your life that you know needs improvement, but you keep putting it off? Have you been thinking of starting a podcast or a blog or a YouTube channel for a long time, but just can't get up the nerves? Or maybe you just think it's going to be too much work. Are you in debt? Are you not happy in your job? Are you overweight, feeling stressed, angry, or irritated at everybody? Are you sick all the time? Are you in pain and just not 100%? It is easy for me to sit here and tell you to just start, and actually it's kind of lame advice. But all I can tell you is to stop looking at how big of a problem or goal you have and only think of one way you can try to get started. The smallest move can motivate you. And before you know it, you're months into that thing and you're so happy that you did it. If you want to start a podcast, don't think of all the steps. Maybe design some cover art or buy a domain name. Put up a website. Don't put stress or pressure on yourself or feel like you need to prove anything to anyone. You have no choice but to just put one foot forward. You will reap the benefits soon, no matter how big or small. Take care of yourself first and everyone wins. Stop making excuses. There is no do-over. And on that note, I thank you for joining me today. I hope you join my one-man band, and together we can learn, create, and move forward. Cheers.